Yo, what up gang? Welcome back to another video. Arie here, and today finally gonna talk about it. Are we in a crypto bubble right now? Now, I'm not a crypto guru out here or anything along those lines, but I do hold a decent little bag of crypto, and I've been invested in this space since 2017, so I know a thing or two about crypto. Obviously, I'm not gonna pretend to be some sort of expert, but as of recent, I've been diversifying my content a little bit, just making videos that I want to make and I think could benefit people and I have fun making, and today is no exception. So I'm about to show you a video of Vitalik Buterin, who is the founder of Ethereum, and it's a little interview that he did. It's like 3 minutes long, in which he talks about whether or not we're in a crypto bubble. So of course he's gonna have a much more educated opinion than I do, and then I want to show you a little bit of beef that I found on Twitter with Mark Cuban, where he explains a lot of the use cases of crypto, which in my opinion are really important to point out in order to actually have a good assessment of whether or not we're in a bubble. So with that said, let's get right into the video.
It feels like crypto is close to ready for the mainstream in a way that it wasn't even 4 years ago.
Welcome in then Vitalik Buterin, who is the co-creator and inventor of Ethereum.
Ethereum, what is very interesting, it is overshadowing the rise in Bitcoin, which is also dramatic. When you combine the two, they make up about 2/3 of all the market value of every cryptocurrency in the world.
So do you remember where you were when you found out that you were a cryptocurrency billionaire?
And it was definitely like one of the many signs that I saw around the same time that, you know, crypto isn't just a toy anymore. It's a significant part of this new world that's being created. And, you know, that just means that we have to level up, and we have to really continue working hard at turning crypto into something that can be really good and valuable for humanity.
Let's talk about Elon Musk, because he's able to send out tweets. Even just an appearance on SNL can move entire cryptocurrencies.
What is it, man? I keep telling you, it's a cryptocurrency you can trade for conventional money. Oh, so it's a hustle. Yeah, it's a hustle.
But, you know, Elon Musk tweeting is something that the crypto space has only been introduced to for the first time, literally, last year and this year. I think it's reasonable to expect a bit of craziness, but I do think that the markets will learn. Elon is not going to have this influence forever.
All of these NFT sales that have really taken the art and collectible world by storm.
So are we in a crypto bubble right now?
Again, I would say yes, but again, that obviously does not come with a prediction of when the bubble's going to end, because that's notoriously hard to predict.
So you said in a 2016 interview that part of the reason why you got into crypto was to screw the big guy. What did you mean by that?
The reason why crypto is so interesting is because it allows large groups of people to cooperate and to do things on the same platform, but without there being one individual or one single company or even one single government kind of in the middle. And we have basically sort of sleepwalked into a world where Facebook sees all your data, Twitter can choose who stays on the platform, who goes off. To all of these things, I think decentralized systems can potentially present an alternative, and that you don't need to have a kind of one sort of point of control in the middle, this sort of one big guy that has outsized power in the whole system.
Hell yeah, decentralize everything. I fuck with that sentiment. No, but that's really interesting. I mean, I couldn't have said it better myself. Are we in a market bubble? Things do seem like it. I mean, it feels like every other day I hear of a new altcoin that has made somebody a millionaire. So that's definitely signs of extreme volatility. But just from my experience, that's sort of been the crypto market since its infancy. It's always been volatile. And with everything else, I believe one of the most important things to keep in mind is to never, ever, ever invest what you're not willing to lose. I think that's a golden rule of investing. If you need liquidity, or basically if you need money right now to pay bills or something, it would be really idiotic to spend that on any sort of cryptocurrency, any sort of investment in general. The only exception I could think of is maybe if you're investing it into a business, but even then, I just think that's way too risky. But the silver lining here, like he mentioned, is that even though it does seem to be a bubble, nobody knows when that bubble is gonna burst. I mean, this bubble could burst 5 years from now, especially with the rate of adoption that cryptocurrency is experiencing. Just like they mentioned, non-fungible tokens, NFTs, are completely revolutionizing the collectibles and art market. It almost feels like a renaissance era for artists when it comes to non-fungible tokens, and all of that is powered by the Ethereum network. So as I mentioned, Mark Cuban, he's been a big advocate for cryptocurrency, and I've actually seen him on podcasts specifically talking about Ethereum and how excited he is for it. And the reason why I think his opinion is valid, it's not just because he's a billionaire, but it's also because he gives a lot of parallels between the internet bubble in the 1990s and what we're currently experiencing. I wasn't a part of that, obviously. I'm pretty young, I guess, but I know that back in the 1990s, when the internet was born, people were saying the same things that they say about crypto now, but you're literally watching this video on the internet right now. So I like that he frames the argument with that comparison, even though of course there are tons of different factors at play here, and I still believe that it's extremely risky. I think if you want to take part in the crypto revolution, I would suggest just sticking to the big cryptos like Ethereum and Bitcoin. Again, not financial advice, nobody out here knows what they're doing, but that seems to be like a great balance between risk and a safety net, because you know that Ethereum actually has many use cases, and as far as Bitcoin goes, there are institutions that are investing into it, which does give it a degree of legitimacy, at least in my opinion. But this is what I wanted to show you from Mark Cuban. He said that he was watching a CNBC interview, and the guest who used to work at the SEC had absolutely no understanding of crypto, says there's zero utility, and he goes on to say one certainty is crypto will continue to positively impact business more than the SEC. I'm happy to educate him on the applications we're developing. And the guy was pretty salty about that, obviously. He was just like, I've worked intensively with several crypto companies on marketing and content creation, and at this point, Mark, I'm going to challenge you. Name one thing, anything, that crypto does better than its competitor in any sector, which honestly was a pretty bold challenge in my opinion. Like, bro, crypto is useful in many instances. But anyways, Mark Cuban goes on to reply with weather insurance, money transfer, provenance for digital files, marketplace efficiency for digital content, personal banking, prediction markets, non-fractionalized banking, structured financial products, fractionalization of assets, gaming rewards, soon ticketing, which most of those I have no idea about. But as far as money transfer goes, a lot of you guys that follow me for e-commerce content probably have had to send international wires before. I have to send international wires for my e-commerce businesses basically every other week. And not only is it extremely slow to transfer money, it takes a whole 24 hours, sometimes even longer, but it also costs money. The banks charge you like $45 to send money, but crypto makes it basically instant. You can transfer money from wallet to wallet seamlessly and safely, of course, without the banking institutions. And then of course, personal banking, that's another good one. If you have a BlockFi account, for example, you can actually convert your cash into a US dollar stable coin like USDC to earn 8.6 interest on your money every single year, whereas a bank at this point is basically going to charge you to keep your money in the bank. Like, they're giving 0.01% interest rates for savings accounts. So clearly there are a lot of use cases for crypto, which is a good argument against the fact that we're in a bubble that's about to burst. However, I still think the most important thing to keep in mind is the rule of thumb for investing that I mentioned, which is you should never invest money that you're not willing to lose. Because at the end of the day, I'll have to reference that Wolf of Wall Street scene with Matthew McConaughey where he's like, nobody knows where the market's gonna go, up, down, sideways, nobody knows. And at the end of the day, he's right. Nobody actually can predict the market accurately. So investing is pretty much educated gambling. So don't invest money that you're not willing to lose, but don't be so scared to invest your money that you never invest in anything, because the US dollar is continuing to lose value while assets like stocks and crypto and properties and even collectibles like Pokemon cards are seemingly only going up. But just be smart with your money. Don't spend money you're not willing to lose. And that's basically all I have for you guys today. I hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope that you got a little bit more knowledgeable from watching this. And with that said, I'll be seeing y'all in my next video. Peace.